Absolutely. We don't need to be brought down, people. We got enough of that. Okay. We need to be encouraged by you. That's your job. So, anyway, there's your email address, comments@afr.net. Before we go to our next guest for this, and we're going to talk to whom about what?
Well, we'll be talking in just a couple of minutes to Robbie Trussell, who's an author of a book titled America, Have You Lost Your Mind or Is It Your Soul? Mm-hmm. That's an intriguing, provocative title. We'll be talking to him in a couple of minutes.
But before we do, you know what's happens annually in Sturgis, South Dakota this time of year is their big motorcycle rally up there. I say up there from where I live here in Mississippi. I am geographically correct there, people, up there. But I guess if you live in North Dakota, it's down there. In Sturgis, they have this national motorcycle rally. It's very famous, and we've got a couple of our staff, at least one of our staff who's up there. I want to tell you why they're up there. But joining us in studio, impromptu, I just asked him 2 minutes ago to come on and do an interview with us, is Rob Gardner. Rob works here at AFR, handles the video part, don't you? Of our shows, Rob. But you're also really into Christian. Well, you love motorcycle riding.
That's right.
That's a hobby of yours and has been for how many years?
About 40 plus.
40 plus.
Let's don't go there.
Okay. Okay. But you've been riding motorcycles for that long, for pleasure, for a hobby. And then also, in addition, just for the, as I said, for the pleasure of it, you have a ministry aspect that you participate in. And there are 2 or 3, or maybe more than that, Christian motorcycles.
There's just a bunch of Christian bikers out there that are going to the rallies like in Sturgis, South Dakota, and witnessing Christ to the lost and dying world. And
isn't that Party Central up there?
Oh yeah, it's a big party.
That's why most of them go, isn't it?
It's a major reason that people go is to party with other bikers that have the like-mindedness of
So if the Christians aren't going to go, if the Christian motorcyclists aren't going to go up there to party, what are they going for?
That's they're going to witness.
Okay, that's what I wanted to get at.
Yeah, they're going to witness. Donnie and Rob, Donnie Smith and Rob Coates from here in Tupelo were there with Hellfighters Ministry.
Did you talk to them?
I have talked
with
to
Hellfighters?
Donnie. They're with Hellfighters Ministry, which is a biker ministry.
Richard Hedrick. Laurel.
Yeah,
he's been on with us before.
That ministry is international, and they started in Laurel, Mississippi, a little bitty town in south central Mississippi, and it's just amazing to see.
Who are the largest Christian motorcycle clubs?
You've got Christian Motorcycle Association is the biggest.
Okay.
They go by, most everybody knows them as CMA.
All right.
Bikers for Christ is who I'm with. We're out of Oceanside, California. And we're international also. Hellfighters is international. There's quite a, like I say, you can, there's Baptist
more,
groups,
right.
so there's
denominational groups even, yeah.
There's all kind of groups.
So a lot of these Christian motorcycle clubs descend on Sturgis as well this time of year for this, whatever it is, 2 weeks, because they want to be a Christian witness by, I guess, maybe sharing tracks, having a place on the main drag there.
Right.
You were telling me.
Richard started Mission Hellfighters. Richard Hedrick with Hellfighters, the founder of Hellfighters, started a mission at the Cross years ago in Laurel. I've been down there. It's amazing to see what they're doing. But they also bought property in many other places. I don't know how many they got going, but they bought property all over the country and have started these missions at the Cross. And they go in and minister mainly at the missions in the small towns to people that are down on their luck, homeless, drug dependents, whatever, that want to clean up their lives and want to change their lives. And they minister by showing Christ to them. And that's what they're doing. Donnie and Rob are up there with Hellfighters at the mission at the Cross in Sturgis, which is on one of the main drags in Sturgis, and they're there sharing food, sharing Christ's light, hands and feet of Jesus Christ.
So they're there being a witness in those 2 weeks, and They stand out because I said it's like going to Las Vegas or New Orleans or when it's party time, Mardi Gras, whatever. The vast majority of people are going to drink and do other things that we can't even talk about.
That's right.
But the Christians are going there because they say, what an opportunity.
That's right. That's right.
What an opportunity to go and reach people who need the Lord. It's
such a big deal that our Bikers for Christ national rally is up there right now. So you're talking about hands and feet on the ground. You've got a whole ministry. Hellfighters is primarily all there.
Yeah.
They're all there. They're out there in the streets, and they're out there saying, hey, do you know Jesus is your Savior?
Well, this is what I like about what you guys are doing. There was an old kind of a way of thinking about being an evangelical and being a Christian that said, look, motorcycles are worldly. Stay away from them. That's what the world likes. But what I like that what you guys do and others, for example, one of the engineers who used to work here, Joey Moody, has started a cowboy church.
That's right. That's cool.
Is you find an entry point automatically when you go up to Sturgis or anywhere and you see other people on motorcycles, you automatically have some common ground.
Exactly.
And you automatically have people open their hearts to people who have
the same
similar
interest.
interest.
Yeah.
If I go to a restaurant in Dallas and I see someone with a Boston Red Sox T-shirt or a cap, it's like long lost friends.
Yeah,
hey, let's
right.
talk about and you have that opening, and to me it seems ludicrous unless we're talking, obviously, something that's very sinful activity. You don't
participate in the immorality.
Yeah,
right.
you don't want to have a heroin addicts for Christ, group. But we're talking about an entry point, common ground, open hearts. It's ludicrous to ignore that opportunity to witness.
It's an amazing opportunity. Most of our ministry, to be honest, happens at gas stations.
Yeah.
I'll pull up and get gas and be filling up the Harley, and somebody will say, hey, nice bike.
Yeah.
And I'll go, hey, let me tell you something about this bike.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, God made it possible for me to have this thing, and when that opportunity arose, I never thought I could afford a Harley.
Yeah.
But the opportunity passed by, and I grabbed it, and I told God, I said, God, you've provided me with this tool, and I'm going to use it for your glory from this point on. And listen, it's been amazing.
Well, listen, Rob, thanks for filling us in about what's happening in Sturgis. I know you've been in communication with our guys from our area here who are up there. And hey, maybe tomorrow we can see if we can work out some kind of interview with one of them on the ground up there.
Be great.
All right,
Be
see
great.
if you can help us with that.
Okay.
All right, Rob Gardner joining us. Now Rob goes back to his video station for the show. He's been our guest. Now he's going to continue doing the video for AFR.net. You're listening to the radio program, Today's Issues on American Family Radio. Tim with Ed. And Ed, welcome our guest, please. Sir.
We want to welcome author Robbie Trussell, who has written a book. I think the title will intrigue our listeners and those watching, because it's a subject I think that is on a lot of our minds. And the title of his book is America, Have You Lost Your Mind, or Is It Your Soul? Robbie, welcome to the program.
Good morning, fellas. How are you doing?
Well,
Good,
doing well, sir. What does the title mean? This is intriguing. America, have you lost your mind, or is it your soul? What does the title mean?